Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some even more crazy news coming out over here when it comes to the GTA 6 leaks. Now, as you guys may or may not know, GTA did have a lot of stuff that got leaked. Like a lot of footage, a lot of clips, storylines, assets, and I believe even the source code, which we're going to focus on a lot throughout this video. And now a lot of folks in the gaming Twitter universe are now even saying that GTA 6 could literally be canceled as of now, and like how bad this leak was and how much information, how much proprietary information was released on this one, that the game itself could either be completely altered or quite literally just fully canceled, like as in like they're just completely giving up on this. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of things to go bring it up, and kind of a lot of bad news as well. There's some things that are being held hostage. There's like big huge six-figure sales going on. It is absolutely one of the craziest gaming news stories in the world, especially because it's coming from Rockstar, and all these leaks is Rockstar's playing, like, GTA games are probably one of the most popular games in the entire planet. So a lot of stuff to go cover, mostly kind of bad, but very, very drama-filled. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. As well, we have the Twitter and Twitch streams down below if you guys want to follow, the Amazon and Target links for the PS5s as well. So in case you guys missed this, I'm sure you guys have seen, like, there was an initial leak that came out over here discussing like all this information, where they have the GTA forums, they're like, hey, here's just a bunch of information. I can't tell you how this information came out, up to you guys too as well. And they've had a lot of things such as things being redesigned. So they have stuff like, improved, like they have a just better first-person model. They have better FOVs too as well. There's manual shift on vehicles too, kind of similar to how they do it in Forza. They have different types of recoil. They have modifications too. There's like so many different other actual like things you could use. Things except cars have been reduced in the arcade. So getting a lot more on the GTA 4 side. They have a lot more things on police. They have a lot more things on the cities, like everything. We also talked about a lot of other stuff too as well. Talked about the two protagonists, the guy-girl stuff. There's a lot of information coming out. But the one big thing is we actually had a big thing as well when it came to the Teapot YouTube hacker, who basically had 90 footage clips from GTA 6. And they also even have even more information. And they specifically said that they have more data they could leak, GTA 5 and GTA 6 source code and assets, and the GTA 6 testing build. But they actually, as of like recently, made a statement talking about how they had this random stuff go more viral than they expected, which obviously if it's GTA 6, you're probably expecting to go pretty viral. But they basically said, hey, we woke up to 3,000 Telegram DMs, and if they are an employee of Rockstar or Take-Two, basically to send him a message on Telegram containing like a specific numerical number, which was like 2255921988896 on Telegram, or email them to as well from the corporate email addresses. So it'd be like Luke at Take-Two or Luke at Rockstar or whatever. And they said that they're trying to negotiate a deal on not releasing more information and not basically like leaking out the entire game and everything else they have. So they're essentially kind of holding GTA hostage. Now, as I mentioned from the title, a lot of this stuff is actually having people concerned that the entire GTA 6 is going to be fully canceled. We're seeing a lot of tweets from game devs, game designers, people in the industry, etc., that are like pretty reputable folks, like a lot of comments. There's been thousands upon thousands of comments coming out here. And some of this is probably a good one from Agent Dell said, I don't think you guys understand the severity of the GTA 6 leak. Tens of thousands of lines of code, proprietary and secret craftsmanship now floating into the ether. Rockstar has all ability to outright cancel the game over this. 85% chance they'll delay the game into the next decade. My hearts go out to Rockstar devs, programmers, and engineers. Actually, anyone who had an ounce of input in the code. Our source code for Legion got leaked by Ubisoft, so I know the repercussions and devastating feelings that follow. So this is awful. Like, this is like basically devs saying like, and it is kind of true, because if you're making a game, and usually, as you guys know, Rockstar is a big trendsetter, there will be specific lines of code that no other game company can come up with. And as well, we've probably spent millions upon millions of dollars into engineering and developing of this, fine-tuning the code and making sure it's optimized, making sure it's running well, and like just a lot of the unique stuff that if you guys have played like a Rockstar game, so think as like GTA or Red Dead Redemption, they're usually on the next level, graphically wise, audio wise, gameplay wise, everything wise. Even optimization's usually very well. And with all this information now becoming out, because it's like they have the source code itself, this means that other game companies can use this as a reference. That means that for cheaters especially, that cheaters themselves can just easily maybe even use this, like, because they know how the game is built. at least at the current state of it, and they can literally go and use that to help them hack into games by giving people money online to do wall hacks, all this type of stuff. This is detrimental to a game's development. It seems like this unironically seems like one of the biggest big issues going out. And the bigger thing too is this is all in the code itself for the game. So anyone who's just not familiar, I mean, I'm not the most familiar with it, but the code itself all put together is hey, this is a big deal. This is not good. This is the entire game that someone can literally go and use. People are literally seeing everything from the game, from the characters, the story, to how they're interacting, to how the coding itself actually works, these interactions. And the big thing too is apparently they actually had a chance to sell the source code now. So if it was just all still private and then it was leaked, there's still a chance for the game. I still think the game's going to come out regardless, but I do agree this may have a huge delay added to the game, or even potential cancel. I don't think it'll be a cancel though, because everyone's waiting for GTA 6. They want money. They want to print online. At some point, GTA Online is going to have to die. But even as of now, we're seeing sources saying that they bought the source code, that someone bought the source code of the game for $100,000. Now, I almost want to say that seems kind of cheap, though. If I was a multi-billion-dollar company, I would want to pay a lot more money than just $100,000 on some source code. I'm just saying. I mean, unless it's hard to find a buyer. I'm sure even I'm sure Rockstar themselves would have gladly paid $100,000 for this to never even come out. I'm sure they would have paid $1 million just for them to be okay, this is bad, this is messed up, tell us the sources, we won't pursue any legal issues, here's $1 million, don't bring it up again, lip seal, live the rest of your life and chill. And a lot of folks are even saying too as well, of hey, why would they delay or cancel? Just trying to understand what would happen to if they still came out the game. And they said they'd probably go in and access leaked code, seeing what was leaked and patching with the new proprietary code. So basically, they would have to go inside the game itself, find the information, find the details, all that. And then as they go and do that, they have a chance to they have to change the entire system, the entire coding itself. And a lot of people are saying it could be scrapped and then restarted. It means they can maybe do a lot of band-aids over it too as well. It's just not good. They even use the comparison to Pepsi, where it's just not a good issue too as well. And I'm just so sad to see this too on top of this, because this is it's so sad. And even people are LOL, cancel the game too. And I think they will, in all honesty, not cancel the game, just rework it, delay it more. I mean, it just makes sense to me. But a lot of folks are even saying Half-Life 2 was in thin lines of being canceled over source code being leaked as well. It's very plausible. Like I said, though, this is probably not going to be fully canceled, but the option is still there, or a big rework, or a big just delay, either or. This is not looking good. And this has been all over the internet everywhere as well, as you guys have a chance to see some of these leaked details too. It's also in Vice City, Malibu Club, footage too as well, is years old though as well. So anyone who had a chance to see some of this year footage, it hasn't been as bad, thankfully on that one, but some of you guys know on this one. And it's kind of crazy too, because some folks are hey, it's kind of weird that all this stuff is whatever, and this guy's just hey, I'm just going to go and sleep. I leaked all this different type of stuff, and he's just going to go and pass out and go and sleep too as well. So it's just crazy to go and see all this information. We also did have my boy Cam even go Nate Barrett's tweet, saying billion-dollar corps don't even need defending. Who does need the defending is their developers, their production teams, their PMO, their artists, their QA, and basically any other team that actually creates the game. Leaks lead to more restrictive company policies around things like work from home, time off, and security, among other things. And I wish, I'm kind of on that same boat too as well. I don't think the game's going to get canceled, but in the future, for all these developers or all these people working with very interesting coding and very interesting back-end information, this actually may make these higher-end folks need to physically be in office and have work computers that they can't work from home for, or have even stronger NDAs and contracts where it's really hard for them to break out of. And we see all this type of stuff, and and I'm sure there's also even engineers that put hours upon hours of their own time, and developers and coders, and it's just an awful situation all around for everyone. It just makes me so sad to see this, because people might lose their jobs. People might literally have they might have wasted years of their lives making something that they were proud of, and they can't even use it anymore. So just a lot of awful things. I really hope GTA 6 doesn't get canceled, but this leak was really big, really big. And I just hope, a big shout out to everyone who was a part of this game themselves, who didn't want this leaked and who worked on it and had put their life and souls into it. I feel so bad for the devs. But give me your thoughts and comments down below. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Weeble Target and Amazon links down below. And I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching in the first place.